Hey, guys, and a good, happy morning to you. On yesterday, I did a video about being entitled to not pay rent. And, well, you can go watch that one. I'm not going to get off into it again because it's already been done. But, and I stated my opinion, and I stand behind that opinion. So go watch that video if you're wondering what I'm talking about. But anyway, it seems that in the process of watching that video, I, for whatever reason, upset someone, which probably she was someone who felt like she was entitled, and that's why it upset her. But anyway, I came to realize that during this time of being isolated and more people being online and things, that we need to be a lot more careful what we say. Now, this woman proceeded to call me hateful and to insinuate things about me, which I don't care. Honestly, don't care. Didn't bother me. I didn't give it a whole lot much more thought the rest of the day until I was talking to my husband about it. And then it dawned on me that, ooh, wow, there are so many more people online today because of the coronavirus. And they are reaching out and they are looking for stranger love. They are looking for stranger acceptance. They are looking for someone to boost their ego. And they are looking for these things. And it occurred to me that there are so many people out there that live alone. And so this is where they find their socialization. And so I kind of was like, wow, had I been one of those people, she could have really hurt me. She could have really, with her words, been very destructive. But like I said, I'm not one of those people because I'm fortunate enough to live with my husband and with my two older children. And so I'm not online looking for stranger love, looking for acceptance, looking for, praise from strangers. But guys, it did occur to me that there are people who are looking for these things. So with that said, I want to encourage everyone who has a platform like this, who makes videos, who's on Facebook, who's on Instagram, to be very careful the words you choose, because there is so much going on right now. We don't want to make people feel rejected. We don't want to make people feel insignificant. We don't want to be the cause of, someone hurting themselves or whatever. So with that said, like I said, I still stand behind what that video said. I still believe that you're not entitled to a free month's rent, any more than you would be entitled to go to Walmart and bag your groceries and walk out without paying. You're just not entitled to a free ride because you lost your job or because you've fallen on hard times. That's just my opinion, and that is all it is. It's not law. It's not written in stone. It's not whatever. It's not said. It's not thrown out there to offend you. It's just what it is. And she took it the wrong way, and so she got offended, and that was not my intent to offend her. So I'm not here to use this platform to bash on people, to make people feel bad, to look down on people. I'm only here to state my opinion. And if somehow that it offends you, then I am sorry for that. I'm not forcing people to watch these videos. I'm not forcing people to accept my opinion as gold. I'm not even asking you to trade your opinion for mine, because it's not what it's about. It's about sharing different sides of the opinion. And you're entitled to your own, and I respect your opinion. And, you know, I just don't think that, you know, name calling because we have a difference of opinion is things that grown people should be doing. And I would encourage you to monitor your kids online, because your kids should is appropriate as it is for children to name call, because they are children. We should not allow them to get away with it either. And we want to make sure that they're not bullying someone, as well as we want to make sure we're not bullying anyone. That is not what these platforms are for. And I personally consider it a misuse of these platforms when people do that. So I forget the woman, I don't even know the woman's real name, but her stage name is Reborn something, because all of you know by now I'm into the Reborn dolls. I have 3, and I love my dolls. They came at a time when I lost my grandson, so that in itself is a whole nother story, and I have a video about that if you want to watch it. But anyway, guys, my whole point in this video right here is to say that we do need to be careful, especially now, more now than ever before, because there are, like what, all over the world, there are like what, 1 billion more people online during the day than used to be, because there are so many people out of work and things. 2 things you want to be careful of. 2 very important things you want to be careful of. You want to be careful that you're not being scammed and catfished by some overseas jackass that has nothing better to do but try to BS you and take your money. Send your money to no one. If they don't have no money after they met you, they didn't have any money before they met you, and they were getting along just fine. They managed to live, they managed to eat, they managed to get online and find you. So if they can do all that, they can manage to find resources that aren't your money. So don't be fooled into sending them your money. Okay, that's 1. Number 2 is you don't want to use these platforms to bash people, because in these times of isolation, people are going through a lot more stressful anxiety, depression, and things of that nature. And it's not my personal intent, nor should be yours or anyone else's, to upgrade that or play into that or magnify that. And again, to the woman who I offended, she left, unsubscribed, do whatever. And, you know, if anybody knows her or sees her, you know, let her know that I do apologize for offending her, but I don't apologize for my opinion. I stand behind my opinion, but I am sorry that I offended her. That was not my intent. But anyway, today is Monday, so it is a weekday, so the resources are probably still down. But if I were, you know, you guys, I would start making calls if that's what you need. Now, I personally run a donation bank from my home. I have people that give me items, and in turn it allows me to keep my donation table available. And I call it the table because it is not mine. It is ours. It is the community's, and anything that goes on that table, anything that people donate goes for that table, and it is for the table. And I am just lucky enough to be the host of people's donations and trust. Nothing there am I doing by myself. it takes a community to care for a community. And through the gracious donations of members of our community, I am able to host the table that sits on my porch full of free food items, bathroom items, and starting this week, because of the very generous donation of one of our community members, I now have quite a bit of baby items to donate, as far as Enfamil, baby food, and diapers. So we are very excited to bring that to our community. I would go so far as to challenge you guys out there to start a donation table in your community, because it takes a community to take care of a community. And even though, I keep hearing this crap about we're all in this together, well, in a way we are. I mean, as separate as we are, we're all quarantined together. So, if you're anything like me, you want to know that not one single kid that's out of school or one single adult that's out of work is going without food, or one single baby's going without diaper or formula. So I don't rest my head on the pillow very well at night when it occurs to me that someone's going to bed hungry. I mean, I weighed myself this morning and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm up 3 pounds. And it's only because I'm eating like a pig, because I'm quarantined and I sit around and nibble on BS all day, and I go to bed at night thinking, who's going to bed hungry? And that gets to me. That gets to me more than anything. I mean, the thought of someone going to bed hungry, because I experienced that a lot when I was a kid, so I know what hunger is. And I tell you what, it is not a good thing. So in an effort for no one in my community to go to bed hungry, we do host, my family is happy to host a donation table that sits out on my porch 24/7. And if you're a part of the neighborhood app, and you're in my community, type in the name 6 Lynn and my post will come up, my address will come up, and you will see things that I have available, and follow those guidelines to see how you can get the items we have available. But getting back to what this original post is supposed to be about, which is an insecure America, I do want to also encourage you to just choose your words carefully. You can state your opinion, have your opinion, stand behind your opinion, but choose your words carefully. I mean, because yesterday, this woman, like I said, she lashed out at me, and I didn't do her anything. I didn't personally do her anything, and she claimed she was from the UK. So her attacking me in the way she did really didn't even make sense, because my my video about being entitled to a free month's rent or whatever was outright directed to America, and not any specific Americans. It was just directed at Americans, and it was like, you self-righteous Americans, and it had nothing to do with the UK. So for her to even be involved and have a reaction in that video, to even have an opinion, was just funny. But because I don't think the UK is part of America, but if it is, I missed that part. I don't know. But it was kind of interesting to me the way, because she said something to the effect about, I bet you're on welfare, I bet you're on food stamps, I bet, and then because I don't even know, because I deleted the conversation after she left because it was pointless to leave it on the video. But because I didn't want someone else to read it and get upset, and I didn't want to start an argument on that thread. But it was just funny that, you know, she goes, she made a comment about my landlord putting my house that I'm living in right now up for rent or up for sale, because he would lose money and he would have to sell this property, and she'd seen me being homeless in the near future. And my comment back to her was simply, all I said to her was, what makes you think if this house goes on the market, I wouldn't be the one to buy it? And for some reason, she took great offense to that, and she goes, I can't be around your negativity. You're just so hateful, and I'm glad I'm in the UK where people love each other. And okay. Yeah. And I have to unsubscribe to you now, and it's like, okay. She's entitled to that opinion, but for her, and it's funny, because for her to go, I'm so hateful and I'm so negative, and I'm thinking, and she mentioned that she knew me, and I'm thinking, honey, you can't possibly know me. Because if you knew me, you would know that these videos and the aspect of what I put in these videos are just a piece of. They're like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes out of my day that I will make a video, post it, and go on with my life. Because what I'm doing here in my real world, in my real life, you don't have a clue. Like I said, I get up in the morning so I can run a donation bank, so people can knock on my door and receive free food items, free bath items, free baby items. I get up in the morning for this. Other than that, I could sleep in. You know, other than that, I could not be at home. I could be, you know, at the grocery store or at work with my husband or something. I mean, you know, I get up every morning about 8 o'clock instead of 11 like I would like to. I mean, but that's my choice, because it, you know, I guess hateful me, according to her, it's more important for me to know that my neighbors have what they need than it is for me to sleep in. And I do this 7 days a week. You know, I do this 7 days a week, and I don't do it for a kudos, because nobody knows my real name. And nobody knows a whole lot about me, not even my neighbors. I mean, seriously. People knock on the door and they ask for Six, or they ask for Lynn. And of course, you all know by now that's not my real name. Six Lynn is my stage name, and that's what I go by. And again, I've never once said these items are mine. I've never once said that, you know, it's anything. I call it the table, and we are the host, and that's it. You know, we are just the host. And so, you know, to be called hateful and whatever, which, like I said, again, it doesn't bother me. I think it's kind of ignorant to call people names at our age, but people do it, and some people do take it harshly because of the social isolation. Some people, their anxiety is up, their depression is up, their, you know, it's just overwhelming. And so I don't want to be the cause of that in someone's life. So, and you shouldn't want to be either. So again, to those of you who use these platforms to reach out to people, if you're selling things, if you're just having conversation, if whatever it is you're doing, you don't want to hurt people. So just be careful the words you use. And again, have your opinion. State your opinion, your real opinion, your no-hold-barred opinion. But, you know, also agree that, or also understand that not everybody has to agree, and leave it at that. You know, there's no reason for name calling and bashing and whatever. So, happy Monday, guys. Have a good one.